Hey everyone, NWA Prepper here. And I went, as I often do, to the Dollar Tree or the Dollar Spot or one of those everything's a dollar stores. I forget which one it was because we were traveling. And I came across a couple things that seemed like good targets of opportunity. Not necessarily the best deal for something, but convenient. And the first, and I'm probably going to make this 2 short videos, depending on how I talk about the first one. So something that's important to me is, and hopefully is important to you, is having plenty of groceries, plenty of food stored, so that when the power goes out, when you can't cook, when, you know, the road floods or the bridge washes out or all those disasters or emergencies that happen, you can't go to the store because of COVID or something like that. All of those things, hopefully you have what you need in your home or available to take care of yourself and your family. Food is very important. Yeah, I'm a big fat guy. Of course he talks about food. Well, even skinny people need food. And as a father, I want the skinny people in my life to have food. One of the other things that I like to be able to provide for them, which has been a big deal in the pandemic thing that we're going through, is snacks. They haven't had, and I know snacks, you're not going to die without snacks. I got distracted by red berries on that bush. Anyway, snacks are something they're not going to die without. I totally know that. However, quality of life to a teenager involves snacks. And as the father of teenagers, I want to be able to keep them happy, to keep them mentally healthy in addition to physically healthy. And so food and snacks is one of the ways that I can do that. That is part of my love language, but it's also a language that they've either grown to accept or that they like to begin with. And so, sorry, cars are backing up behind me and it's blowing my mind. So one of the things that I found were these freeze-dried fruit snacks. And this particular one is mixed fruit. And then there's virtually nothing in here, nutrition-wise. 0 fat, 0 cholesterol, 0 sodium. There's some carbs in there, some fiber, 5% or 15 grams of total carbs, dietary fiber of 1 gram, total sugar is 14. So it's really just sugar and 1 gram of protein, which is not very much. However, it's freeze-dried in a freeze-dried pouch. Now there's only like 1/6 of an ounce in this. Bananas, strawberries, sugar, and mulberries. That's all the ingredients. Gluten-free, no preservatives, natural, blah, 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 blah. But the important thing about this is, to me, is that it's lightweight. It takes up very little room. And it's easy to store because of those things, and it will store for a very long time. It's freeze-dried to begin with. It's in a good sealed, and yes, Natalie had one on the way today. So it's a Mylar bag that's in there, and it's great. I mean, I can throw these virtually anywhere. And as long as you don't crunch them up, because they are freeze-dried, so they'll crumble. then they're a good snack. They're $1 an envelope, because remember where I went to the Dollar Tree. I think it was Dollar Tree. Whatever, I went to a dollar store, and that's what was one of the snacks that we got there, because they can store them anywhere. And they'll last for a long time. So if we put them, for instance, in their get-home bag, or when they had lockers at school, I don't know that they're going to anymore, but they had a little pouch of emergency essentials in there that they could have at the school. You know, they didn't take a 9mm to school, or a multi-tool, or anything they're not allowed to have. I wish, but they're not allowed to have them, so they don't have them. But they did have several items of snacks, and this is one thing that this is a real good thing, because if they don't touch them all year, which my goal for them is to not touch them all year, and them to bring them home, and all that stuff gets rotated out in the summer, then they can just sit there and they're not going to spoil. You know, nothing's going to change. They're going to be just as wonderful on the first day as they are on the last day. And so those are great. And I love freeze-dried snacks. Yes, they're $1 an envelope, so economically for 0.6 ounces is not a great deal. It's not about a deal. It's about being packaged in a snack size that is versatile. And for me, that's worth a little bit. So we bought, and the brand changes and the fruits in them change as we can get them. And so we pick up, usually we get 5 of them, because when we go in there, we're on a $20 budget, you know, and often we get in 5. I think we got 3 today, because I got another product that I like that I'll talk to you guys at the next video. Even on a small budget, you can be more prepared for tomorrow. It takes some effort. It takes a little bit of planning. We went to the Dollar Tree, or it was a Dollar Spot, whatever. We went to the dollar store and we spent $11, and we decided to do that instead of going and getting, I forget what she likes, some kind of smoothie that is $7. And then I get something there with her. So we usually spend, you know, $12, $13. And we chose to go get other items instead of that. And I'm talking about my daughter. So our daddy-daughter date included some preparedness, because we think like that. And she has benefited from having items, particularly through this pandemic, stored in at the house, that if we couldn't find them, it's okay, it's at the house. And that's been a wonderful thing for her. She's appreciated it, and I love that. I love her having what she needs. Anyway, thanks for being here. Let's get ready.